Welcome to the Taking the Lead podcast, where we empower people to be unstoppable. I'm Christina Hepner with my co-hosts Leslie Hoskins and Timothy Cuneo. I can't believe how fast summer has flown by.
It's crazy. We're already in the end of August, which is absolutely nuts. My kids already are back to school.
That's wild.
Right?
Wow.
The first day of school picks. Yeah.
Yeah, down here in Georgia, we start school the August 2nd.
Oh, my
We've been in
gosh.
school for quite a while.
When did they get out?
Yeah. A week before Memorial Day.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely get out early. Some schools don't start around here until after Labor Day.
Yeah, I used to start after Labor Day.
Yeah, we start now we started August 25th. So we've at least got almost a week in, and then we do have kind of that nice Labor Day weekend, which is nice. So you kind of jump into it, and then you get a little bit of a break. So to kind of ease your way into it. But summer flew by. I feel like we had so many bucket list items that we just didn't get to, you know?
Yeah, I know. We have to put everything into those 3 months here in Michigan.
I know, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's going to start snowing here about, 3 weeks?
Right? I mean, Georgia, the winter and the fall months are probably better for you down there, right? Because it's so hot in the summer.
No, like yesterday, with humidity was 115 degrees. So it's been nasty down here.
Nobody needs that.
No, don't have time for that.
We're hot up here.
Yeah. Well, I take my walks when it's dark outside. So.
Yeah. I mean, especially with Glacier being a black dog, you have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. We've
always got to check her paws and everything when it's really hot outside and make sure that her paws don't get burned and all that stuff. So it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It keeps getting hotter too. And it's harder for our schools. A lot of them don't have air conditioning, because it was the months and the weather have just really shifted here, right? Like now, honestly, September and October are still kind of a long summer for us. It's typically still pretty warm.
It is.
I mean, every now and then we can have snow on Halloween, which is never ideal. However, It does happen. But the months have just shifted.
Yeah, because we had winter pretty late this year, and it didn't get warm. But then when it did, oh my gosh, it's just humid.
Yeah,
I don't know. I miss the old Michigan summers. Now I sound like an old person.
Yeah, you sound a little old.
Like when it was nice and cool.
She's always telling me I'm the old one. No, I love it. Keep going. You want to talk about the price of soup too? Yeah. I'm kidding. Because I agree totally all of it.
Yeah. Oh, so funny.
Yes. Well, here we are, though. We've made it to the end of August.
Yes.
So fantastic. Today, our guest has been involved with Leader Dog for many years, but is just now stepping into a pivotal role in Leader's history.
Yes, Juanita Lillie has attended all of Leader Dog's programs. She's currently paired with her guide dog, Rezzy, and is the president of our inaugural alumni board.
Juanita, welcome to the podcast, and great that you're here. Can you tell us about your history with Leader Dog and how it's impacted your life?
Thank you guys so much. It's such an honor to be here. I started with Leader Dog back in 2008-ish. In fact, when I was here to accept the role of being the president of the alumni board, Leslie and I actually had to look it up. I was like, I don't know. I don't remember. So it's 2008, and I did the youth program. It's the Trekker program. It was summer camp, but it's not the same thing because obviously technology has evolved and things like that. But I did the Trekker program. There's, I think, 3 or 4 other clients that would show up, and we took adventures, whether it was mobility, O&M related, or if it was just having fun playing Foursquare, doing a tandem bike ride, going to get some ice cream, whatever it was. But so I did that. And then in 2017, I came for my first dog, Baylor, Leader Dog Baylor, who has since passed away due to cancer. But he was great. We got to travel the 30-some states together.
Wow.
Which was awesome. And that was all within just 2 years because he had to retire early due to medical reasons and honestly because of COVID. So at that time, from when I came from 2008 to that time even, my vision was significantly worse. And I had O&M in high school, which I was very fortunate about. And even doing O&M at that time with usable vision, going to now having to stop working with the dog, not having confidence, having fear with the cane. I'm like, I should probably talk to my instructor, and the team suggested for me to do O&M at Leader Dog, and it was phenomenal. Got to work with Tommy. He was great and is great. But it was great. It was definitely enhanced my confidence and my ability to work independently, because I still had to work. I still had to go to the office, and that is, I don't get to just stop because I can't travel. Got to figure out a way. And then in 2023, September of 23, came for my second dog. But unfortunately, he had to be career change medically. And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. But again, I love the community of Leader Dog and being able to just go through the process and have that support, and also give and receive feedback, which was great. So I was sent home, no fault of my own. And then 3 months later, I got matched with Resi, and it was a phenomenal experience. And since then, I've been involved with the Voices of Client Advisory Team, VOCAT, which was no longer, as we have the alumni board. And then, like I mentioned before, Leslie and Dunny and Melissa Weiss, we had a conversation. They offered this opportunity for me, and I was like, yes. I'm like, I've been through the experiences as youth, as an adult, various vision, the process of vision loss. I've had more usable vision. Now I do not. So it's been great. And the Leader Dog community just makes me happy. It makes me more empowered. It makes me more energized. And it also teaches me a lot of skills that are transferable to my job, my day job, and even outside traveling. Like it's amazing.
And we should talk a little bit of like the history. So VOCAT, or Voices of the Client Advisory Team, which Juanita just mentioned, thank you. We had been having VOCAT for a really long time. So we'd have quarterly meetings. It was a group of wonderful clients to share feedback, and we'd ask questions, and it was just good conversations. But Juanita in those meetings was very action oriented. So she would come to the meetings and be like, this is great. These are great discussions, but what can we do? What are we doing? And Juanita really inspired a lot of this alumni board. Melissa Weiss has been saying now she's been CEO for over a year.
Yeah.
But let's make sure that clients are at the voice of our organization and always at the table. And so because of that, the Leader Dog Alumni Board formed. Can you tell us exactly what is this Leader Dog Alumni Board?
Yes, absolutely. It's been a pleasure working with, speaking rather with different clients about this, as it's been new. And so it's individuals. There's some individuals from the VOCAT team, the Voices of Client Advisory Team. They got asked and the opportunity to come to the alumni board. Some did not come just because of availability and personal things, which is completely understandable, which tells a lot about them, right? They don't want to commit because they're not able. It's not necessarily that they're not willing. It's not that they're able, and they know how impactful it is, and they want to be able to potentially do it down the road, or just not at this time. But then there are a couple new individuals, and there's 12 of us total, and we are going to simply continue to collaborate. We're going to be working together and learning from one another. And I was recently at a board meeting at Leader Dog, and I was like, oh, I should probably do X, Y, Z. Oh, I should do A, B, C. Oh, but it goes back to what I was talking about. Those transferable skills that I will be able to use in my day job, be able to use outside with other volunteer opportunities with Leader Dog, like the mentorship program that we've done. It's all transferable, and it's just, why not do it with people who I absolutely adore being around?
Yeah. That's absolutely amazing. And you are the president of the first ever alumni board. So what are some things you're excited about to bring and start this new chapter at Leader?
Honestly, the first mission I want to do is simply listen. Be able to hear people's perspectives, because that's what the alumni board is about. You have individuals from different parts of the world, different parts of geographically, whether it's a rural area or urban area, or you might have somebody who just started vision loss, or who might have no usable vision like myself, somebody who might be deaf-blind. There's so many experiences and skill sets. I mean, you got different ethnicity, you got different ages, you got different experiences. And it's so important as a leader in general to be able to listen to individuals and hear their perspectives, and then also be able to be an advocate. So recently at a board meeting, I was able to say, hi, how can we be part of this? What can we do? Because I didn't think of some ideas. Well, the fellow executive committee members did. They were able to say, hey, we want to do this. Okay, we want to do it. I hear that. But now it's my job. How can we do it?
So how does that make you feel when you're with this board and Leader Dog listens and asks the clients, what do you think? They always ask, how can we be better? How does that make you feel about Leader Dog? Because not a lot of people do that.
Oh, absolutely not. No. And I ain't going to lie. We all have had our challenges with any organization, any business transaction. But what I love is being able to connect with any employee or the appropriate staff member to make that change, right? Being able to listen. Again, they are listening and they're realizing the perspective and working with the individuals to make those opportunities happen. And for me, it's just phenomenal to allow people to take that responsibility. Yep, you're absolutely correct. This is not in an accessible format, or, hey, this is what we need to do. But more importantly, why are we doing it? We are doing it for the clients. If it wasn't for the clients, we wouldn't be here. Leader Dog wouldn't be here, right? So being able to listen, be able to collaborate and learn from each other. Like, that's the best part about this whole process. Because there's, like, for example, when I had to be sent home, I didn't know the process. I didn't know what was going on, and that was frustrating. But I was able to communicate that, and things have enhanced.
Absolutely. And you mentioned, obviously, you are the president. Do you mind telling us a little bit more about the rest of the executive committee on the alumni board?
Absolutely, yes. So Jeff Hawkins, he is local to Leader Dog, and he is a very good speaker and a strong advocate. And I got to meet him in person a couple years ago or so at Dinner in the Dark. And Stuart, I'm drawing a blank on his last name right now.
Yeah.
Stuart McGregor. He's, as I mentioned recently to other staff members and board members, we met virtually because of VOCAP. I knew his passion. I could see it through the virtual world, which is different, right? It's becoming the new normal, I suppose, but it's different. And being able to work with these two individuals, it's been fun working with. I've learned so much. It's amazing.
It's really exciting to look at the big group, right? So 12 individuals, and I get to have the honor of being the team member liaison to the alumni board. So I get to work with Juanita, Jeff, and Stuart, and the other members on their tasks and assist with meetings and different things like that. But everybody's bringing such experience and knowledge and just different perspectives to the group. So I cannot wait to really start these meetings. This is the beginning. So we had one meeting so far, and that was kind of the get to know everybody meeting and talk about some logistics and things like that. But as we are getting started here and really listening to everybody, and I love what you said about the first initiative is just hearing people's feedback. What are the concerns that are happening in clients' lives, and how can you guys have an impact? I know so many people have reached out as we've been talking about this process of building an alumni board. What would you tell somebody who's really wanting to get involved and interested in being a part of such a board?
Well, first off, we haven't explicitly spoke about it, but the mentorship program. We are looking for opportunities for them just getting contact client services and learn about the mentorship program, learn about the alumni board. And trust me, down the road, we will have those explicit, actionable items where this is how you join. This is what we're going to do. But in the meantime, we have individuals that might be doing a year term, 2-year term, or a 3-year term. And that's how we're going to continue broadcasting or marketing this opportunity for clients. But definitely, if we want to get involved, contact client services, and they will put you in contact with us.
And one of the great things about the alumni board moving forward is that it will be an opportunity for clients to apply, right? So to get us started, really took VOCAT, and then we added a few additional clients who we have great relationships with and have been really impactful and had strong voices for the Leader Dog community. But moving forward, it's going to be, right, you guys, the alumni board, looking and reviewing client applications and then maybe doing interviews or determining who is going to replace those seats on the board so that we can have a constant evolving board, which is incredibly exciting.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And Leslie, it's been a honor working with you. Like, I'm like, oh, wait, Leslie, what do we got to do? Oh, I didn't do this. And then your reassurance is great. I love it. And we've had tough conversations. And that's a part of this opportunity that I'm just beyond grateful to be part of, because we can talk about the pros and the positivity and like the amazingness, but honestly, because I've shared my experiences, having to retire a dog early, having to go through being sent home, like those are the realities, but yet we can be supportive and that build that community, build that collaboration so that we can enhance the opportunities and their experiences for clients in the future.
Yeah. Juanita, I love what you said earlier about how you want to listen in this first year, but also how you said this is such a transferable thing to anything in your life. It's such a leadership opportunity. And so when you're talking about these real world experiences, how do you think this is going to help maybe prospective clients that are thinking about coming to the leader? How is the alumni board going to support them?
Honestly, it's being able to collaborate and communicate with people who might be in similar situations, might be able to have that contact with somebody. Like, for example, I live in a rural area. I live in Northeast Michigan, and it's rural. I'm not going to be your first person talking about going on the New York substations and all that. Like, I could do it, but I'm not doing it on a daily basis. But like, the point is to be able to make those connections. Like, I was just talking to Jeff recently about how, he's like, where do you live in Northeast Michigan? I told him, and I was like, he's like, I literally was just there 3 days ago. I said, well, I literally was not because I was traveling. But the point is, if we had that opportunity or that platform where, hey, the hope is down the road to be able to say, these are the state options. You got people in this area. You have people in this area that wants to do X, Y, Z. So just be able to have that connection because of the alumni board with Jeff. We'll be able to communicate and connect in person, hopefully more often.
Yeah, I absolutely love that, because a lot of the times when people first come to campus, that might be their first time connecting with someone who has an experience like them. So this gives them that opportunity before they might even come for services.
Yes, absolutely. And I recently had a lion reach out to me in my area about a prospective client, and I'm like, yes, like, this is great. And I always tell them my experiences are going to be different. My needs are going to be different, but Leader Dog is aware and familiar more than I am. But here's how you contact them. And that's exactly what they did.
Absolutely. And to your guys' point, right, eventually, as we grow this alumni board, Juanita, I've heard you express it and other members on the board, is to have those more formalized chapters. So having a Michigan chapter, having a Georgia chapter down by you, Timothy, and then even potentially, growing those, and maybe we have affinity groups, so really finding a community that you connect with. It's also, what a fantastic idea, Juanita. How would you have felt leaving here for the first time and already saying like, oh, I'm already a member of my Michigan chapter. I already have these resources or this person local to me that I can reach out to or collaborate or network with.
That'd be awesome. And I like even going beyond orientation and mobility or guide dog services. Like for me recently, because I used to do like sports camp for the blind in Michigan here when I was in high school and or middle school. Because of that experience, I was able to reach out to somebody in that community and say, hey, I'm just starting judo. I've done judo now for about 4 months, and I've never done it as someone who has no usable vision, let alone never done it before. What can we do? And because of that connection, I was able to go to Denver with Paralympians that do judo and train out there, and because of that connection.
Yeah, that's amazing. And Timothy, you as a client hearing all of this stuff about the alumni board, how does that make you feel?
Well, it just proves that there's so much there that Leader Dog is helping us, other than just with a guide dog or O&M. I mean, just this network now that we got, it opens the door of possibilities of broaden our lives and our horizons. So, I mean, it's a great thing that we're doing here.
There's lots to be doing and happening, and this is just the beginning. And I know, as Juanita, you kind of shared there, we're figuring it out as we go. I've absolutely loved working with you. We have like almost weekly chats, and we're texting and we're in constant contact. Same with Jeff and Stuart. And as we continue these conversations, I just know that the community we're going to create is incredible. And you guys have already had such a great start. I know you, Jeff, and Stuart have gotten together several times to have conversations. We've already had, like I said, the first meeting with the alumni board, and we'll continue to have those. Can you tell us a little bit? I know one of the goals that we have this year is to have an in-person meeting for the alumni board.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. My goals, again, number one, listen and truly listen, not just hear them. Because as Timothy and both of you, Christina and Leslie, have mentioned, people can talk and talk and talk, but are they going to actually do something about it? And that's where I want to personally listen, hear what they're saying, listen to it, and figure out a way, how can we apply the request, or how can we apply that action? And then on top of that is being able to establish, like, what are the processes of selecting new members? What are the processes of our board meetings? What's the processes of be able to communicate and collaborate outside of those board meetings? Like, what do we want to do? 'Cause you don't want to get burnt out. You don't want to get burnt out. But you also want to make sure, how are we moving forward? And just being able to keep what Melissa Weiss always says, keep the client in the center. How are we going to give feedback? Like I mentioned, had a board meeting with the executive board of Leader Dog, the board of trustees, and I heard somebody say, we need to be involved at these meetings. Okay, the comment went by on, and I said, okay, how do we do this? And now we have a plan.
I love that. I am the president of a board myself, and it is so exciting to be leading and to be implementing new things. And I'm sure that's where you're at. So there's so much more to come. This is just the beginning that we're announcing this. Is there anything that you are excited about to leave your legacy with as president?
Again, I was just very honored to receive and be offered this role of being the president, and because Leader Dog has been beyond impactful. I can't say it in words. I mean, I could get emotional about it, because there has been times, especially with O&M, with the white cane training that I did a couple years ago. I'm feeling frustrated. I have fear. I don't know what to do, but because I knew to advocate for myself, and because I knew how wonderful Leader Dog is, I chose to come back, and it's been great. It's amazing. You break down barriers, you break down stereotypes, you communicate and collaborate with individuals who are just as passionate as you are, and all these opportunities and skill sets are just, you get to bring it around wherever you go.
Absolutely. And I know we don't have necessarily all of the answers yet when it comes to the alumni board. I know you've been getting a ton of questions about what it is and what we're going to be doing and all of these different things, but we will continue, like you mentioned, to be having these conversations with clients, right? And be transparent about what is happening. So thank you as being the first president and for being here on the podcast to share that and to really talk about the alumni board in more detail, and just give a little teasers to maybe what's in the future.
Yes. Again, thank you guys so much. I truly do appreciate this. And in the future, you will have a board with very, very passionate. Oh, wait, you already do. Never mind. I'm just kidding. But no, all jokes aside, like, you're going to have direction. You're going to have tangible outcomes. And we're going to continue collaborating with staff of Leader, and also collaborate with the board of trustees. And I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what happens. Right now, it's like, I've never been part of a board. I've had the honor to speak with John, the current chair of the executive board of trustees, and it's been phenomenal. It's just the support, the love and the support that you get. And also being a leader is not, again, it's not all beautiful. It's, you got to be honest. You got to be transparent. You got to have those tough conversations. But I just simply look forward to seeing the outcome, because literally we're at we at least have the sheet of paper, but it's pretty blank. Like it's blank. And I cannot wait to, in a year or even just 6 months to see how far we are.
Definitely. So thank you to you. Thank you to the rest of the alumni board. We're certainly excited to learn more as it progresses. And thank you so much to our listeners for listening to the Taking the Lead podcast. I'm Leslie Hoskins with hosts Timothy Cunio and Christina Hepner. We hope you enjoyed learning about the new alumni board and the important role Juanita plays as chair. Please join us next time as we continue to dive into the world of blindness.
If you'd like to learn more about applying to our free services at LeaderDog, you can head to leaderdog.org or call us at 888-777-5332. Don't forget, you can reach us at takingthelead@leaderdog.org with any questions or ideas. If you like today's podcast, make sure to hit subscribe and check us out wherever podcasts stream.